know, our school is always participating in bake sales, what seems to be almost every single Tuesday. So far this year, I have participated in baking for at least 2 of them. When I am asked to bring in a baked good for school or for any other outside function, one thing always comes to mind first: simplicity. What is something simple but delicious that I can make? And secondly, am I going to have time to make this delicious something? A recipe that I found to be quick, simple, and quite delicious is Flourless peanut butter and chocolate chip cookies. This recipe includes simple ingredients, simple preparation materials, and can be completed in a simple process. The title Flourless actually surprised me a couple months ago when I was looking through my mother's Southern Living cookbook entitled Cooking for Christmas. Though I was hesitant, I decided to give these cookies a try. The ingredients you will need to make these cookies include 1 cup of peanut butter, 3/4 cup sugar, 1 large egg, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, and a cup of chocolate chips. In addition to these ingredients, you will need some materials, such as an oven, which we have back there. You will also need a medium-sized bowl for all of these, some cooking spray. This is not necessary, but you can have a mixer in order to mix the 6 ingredients that we have right here. And if you'd like, you could scrape the edges with a spatula. I like to do that. You will need parchment paper before putting the cookies in the oven. And then the parchment paper will sit on top of a cookie sheet. And lastly, you will need a wire rack to let the cookies cool on. It's not completely necessary to have the wire rack, but we're going to have it. The first step in this process is to turn on the oven to 350 degrees to bake. Next, we can start measuring out the ingredients into the mixer bowl. And to begin, we said we would do 1 cup of peanut butter. We have 1 cup right there of peanut butter. And next we have the 3/4 cup sugar, which is actually already 3/4, if I do believe. And then next we have our egg. Usually you hit it on the side of a hard surface. And then you break it. And then next we have the 1 tablespoon of baking soda and the 1 tablespoon of the salt. We're going to do the baking soda first. Here we have the salt. Now I'm going to put these 2 in, the sugar, and we have the peanut butter. So we have the 5 ingredients into 1 bowl, and after we mix this until it is very, very mixed, we are going to insert the cup of chocolate chips. But first we're going to mix this. And like I said, every once in a while I like to scrape the edges and make sure that I get it all off the sides. This. So you just go around and you take it on the edges. So I'm going to continue to beat it just a little bit more on high. And now that that is done, we are going to pour the cup of chocolate chips in. Okay, so we're going to measure 1 cup. So we're going to pour these in. And then we are going to turn the beater on again, and we're going to mix it 1 more time. As you can see, it's not really that. The chips won't really get into the peanut butter, but we can move on to the next step, putting the cookies onto the parchment paper, which is going to be on the cookie sheet. I'm going to roll out the parchment paper to be about that size. And then with our scooper, which you can probably find at Target as well, probably under $5, I would say, no more than. And the recipe calls that you put these in balls about 2 inches away from each other. So we have these done, and now we're going to stick them into the oven. And then we will set that for 12 minutes. Okay, we're going to go check on the cookies right now, and we're going to grab our oven mitt. We're going to grab one of these, just a cloth to lay it down because it's probably really hot. So we're just going to wait a little bit for them to cool off, and then I'll put them on there. There we go. So we're going to let that guy sit. This guy will sit right on next to him. These look good. Okay. You're going to continue to put them onto the wired rack. So next time, whether it's late Monday night and you forgot that you need to bring a bake sale item tomorrow morning, or if you're just sitting around the house and realizing that you should probably help a friend out and bring something to their party, just remember these Flourless peanut butter and chocolate chip cookies that I've made today.